Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotworld.com. This is your weekly tarot card reading, and for this week's reading I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot. So I want to start off by saying Happy New Year. This is my first reading for the new year, and I'm just going to draw 3 cards. I've already posted my New Year's 2022 tarot forecast reading, so if you haven't seen that yet and you're interested, check that out. I just posted that the other day. Okay, so I've drawn 3 cards here with the intention that each card represents a portion of the upcoming week. So the first card that we have is the Knight of Cups. All right. So Knight of Cups, he is a romantic. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about his personality first. And whenever you get a court card, so here we have the Knight of Cups, he's a court card. Knights, queens, kings, and pages are all court cards. And whenever you get a court card, I always like to think about, okay, what's the personality of this court card? Because oftentimes that is the attitude that we're being encouraged to adopt or tap into in our lives. So I'll tell you a little bit about his personality, and then I'm going to tell you what it might mean for us at the beginning of the week. So the Knight of Cups is a romantic, and he really kind of follows his heart. He is led by his emotions and his feelings, which can be both a blessing and a curse at times. And he has a strong sense of, he's very idealistic. He has certain ideals. And again, that can be both a blessing and a curse. Sometimes being idealistic leads you to feel perpetually disappointed. And it can sometimes make you kind of narrow-minded. And it can cause you to have ridiculously high expectations sometimes. But other times, having ideals is really important. I'm getting tongue-tied here. It's what moves you and can propel you forward, and it helps you get a vision of what's important to you in life. So there's positives and negatives to the Knight of Cups. But what is the message for us this week? Beyond the sort of cliche message of following your heart. The message I get when I look at this card, I'm really drawn to his posture. So he's holding this cup up, and the first symbol that I really noticed on this card, more than any of the other symbols, is all the heart balloons or bubbles or whatever in the top part of the card. And I feel like the message here is to whatever you communicate with people, whatever conversations you have this week, particularly if they're challenging ones, whatever decisions you make this week and for the weeks that follow, see if you can do so from a place of being in your heart, speaking from your heart, speaking your truth, but from the heart. And see where that takes you. I think this is a real call to be centered in your heart and to honor your emotions and your feelings this week. All right, 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so 6 of Pentacles to me has a more practical vibe than the Knight of Cups. So 6 of Pentacles is all about balance, and particularly about balancing out giving with receiving. So 6 of Pentacles is encouraging you to be of service this week, to be helpful, and where you can share or offer something to someone, whether that's advice, support, money, goods, emotional support, whatever, just your presence maybe, whatever it is that you have to offer, this card is encouraging you to do so. And at the same time, whatever it is that you're really craving and maybe needing, having the courage to reach out and ask for that thing. So if you're needing connection with someone, or you're needing advice or moral support or whatever, having the courage to reach out. But the Six of Pentacles also asks you to take a cold, hard look at your own relationship to giving and receiving. So is this something that is out of balance in your life right now, or, currently this week? When you think about, and just think about, how are you receiving right now? What is it that you're receiving? And what is it that you're giving? What does that look like? What does the flow of receptivity look like in your life? And what does the flow of giving look like? Because ideally, you want those two things to be more or less balanced most of the time overall. Let's look at the last card. This is the card for the end of the week. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we have 10 of Pentacles. And it's just like, I love it when the first card in a weekly reading is an ace, because it's like the beginning of the week, and aces are new beginnings. I like the fact that the last card in this spread is the 10 of Pentacles. So that's kind of the end of a suit. And there is an energy of completion with the tens. And there's this energy of kind of tying up loose ends and having kind of made it and having accomplished something or achieved something. So let me talk a little bit about the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles shows a happy, healthy, thriving family. And because it's from the suit of Pentacles, the Pentacles are about grounding and being connected to the earthly things in life, like money, your body, your health, food, physical things, your home. All of that stuff is the realm of the suit of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles is a very grounded card, and it can represent, good health, whether it's physical health or financial health, or just a general kind of feeling of abundance. I just need a minute to gaze at this card, and I'm going to gaze at this card and see what symbols stand out to me. And I keep getting drawn to the center of the card because there's lots actually going on in this card. And so it can be interesting to notice, like, when you look at this card, where does your attention go? Because you might, like, I'm looking at this couple that seem like a loving couple, but you might be noticing the little kid with the cat, or the boy with the dog, or the house in the background, or whatever. So notice what you notice. So I'm noticing the couple, and I'm getting the sense that this is a symbol of relationships and stability and health within relationships. So the question that this card asks is, how can I foster more stability in my current relationships? And so that could be any kind of relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be friendships, family relationships, even working relationships. But how can you foster a sense of stability, groundedness, and connection in your relationships? And let's look at the last two cards, because I think that is kind of the key. I think in my New Year's reading, a thing that I kept emphasizing was how important relationships were going to be in 2022. And I feel like that message is also in this reading as well. And I think the key, or a couple of big tips that this reading gives for creating stability and health in relationships is the Six of Pentacles. It's about balancing things out, balancing out giving and receiving, so that one person isn't always the giver and the other person isn't always receiving things in the relationship. And so that, there isn't that inequality or out of balance in the relationship. And then the Knight of Cups is about being in your heart when you're communicating and having important conversations or difficult conversations, or if you're asking for what you need from that person, doing so from a place of compassion and from a place of really being in your heart. So that's what I'm getting from all of these 3 cards. So I'm just gonna look and see if there's anything else that's standing out to me that I wanna touch on. I usually look for like symbols or themes that show up in all of the cards. I'm not seeing anything beyond what I've already mentioned. Just that I think it's interesting that 2 of the 3 cards, so the 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, both show a lot of people. Most tarot cards will just have one person. So I always think it's interesting when there's, a group of people on multiple cards. So again, I think this week will be about relationships, strengthening relationships, communicating in relationships, and really kind of finding out who you are when you're in a relationship and who you are in that context. So looks like a great week, a great week to start the new year off. So I just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. I post these videos every week. And check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I've got tons of fun tarot learning resources on there for you to check out. So thanks again for watching and have a great week.